Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. So I want to talk to you today again about more about some lure usage and selection, and baits also. As far as to the time of year, as to what you're trying to use, and when I feel like you should be using it. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this thing. So most trapping seasons across the country open sometime mid-November or mid-October through the first part of November. So during that time of the year, especially on canines, is when the dispersal starts. Anywhere from mid-September through mid-November, the dispersal period for the pups starts. At that time of the year, in my opinion, now this is just my opinion, I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it. If you've got something that's working for you, then by all means just keep pouring it to them until it don't work anymore, and then do something different. But what I usually try to do at that time of the year, So what I try to use during the dispersal period, I try to mimic the den. That's what those puppies are used to. That's what they've been raised on. So what I try to do is give them a good commercial lure, sweet, mild, okay? Weather's usually not too bad, at least here through the Midwest and into the South at that time of the year. So, and even up into the upper Midwest, it's not too terrible yet. So, I try to use something sweet and mild, a food-based lure. Then, I go with a prepared bait. Again, something sweet and mild. You got to remember, you're dealing with puppies here. And pups don't have, a lot of them pups don't have the boldness that, say, a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old coyote has, or even a fox. Then I want to use a fresh chunk of bait. Could be muskrat, beaver, could be a chunk of roadkill deer if it's legal, could be the ham off of a coyote, or a chunk of ham off of a fox. Anything fresh, because they are such terrible hunters. They haven't got everything figured out yet, guys. So you've got to give them a variety, give them a selection. You know, maybe they're not bold enough to go into a commercial lure or a commercial bait, but that chunk of fresh bait, along with a good clean yearling there, I don't care if it's fox, coyote, bobcat, doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a good clean yearling, it reminds them of the den. So you trigger that response. You trigger those memories of mom and dad. Boy, they'll pick it right up right now. Okay, so that's early season. Now we're working more into the mid-season. And December coyotes, I don't care what part of the country you live in, December coyotes suck so bad. They just disappear. They just go away. And you can't find them. Okay, so when that happens, you need to go start cat trapping your coyotes, especially. Fox will stay. Fox will stay right in there pretty close. You can usually find them pretty easy. When December rolls around, happiness to a coyote is a large gut pile or a large crippled deer, because by then most deer seasons are open and going. They're hunting deer trails. They're picking up cripples that somebody didn't find. They're picking up gut piles that somebody left. So go to the timbers that's where your coyotes are going to be. Where you would go trap cats, that's where your coyotes are going to be. So then you need to move into those types of areas. And then you need to start working more into curiosity type lures as well, because again, they're already getting their belly full of food. So you need to start working more towards curiosity type, call type lures. Not long distance call, I'm not saying that, I'm saying call type. Something with a lot of mink gland, or something with a lot of rat or beaver caster. And that's something you need to talk to your lure maker, whoever you're buying your bait and lure from. You need to be talking to them and asking them what they suggest. And then, as far as the use of beaver caster in a canine lure, ask them, are they using fresh caster or are they using dried? because even though they're both beaver castor, they elicit different responses. Green castor will give off a food type response, where dry castor makes canine want to urinate. So those are some things you want to try to keep in mind. And just ask whoever you're buying it from what they suggest for that time of the year. Okay, and then as we work more into the late season, and I'm talking from January through end of February, usually bitter, bad cold, at least up here in the upper Midwest. Down south, it's usually a lot of rain. Here you need to start working more, and the breeding season started, so you need to move more towards gland type lures. And it really, guys, it really doesn't matter to me what I use. Whether I use Bobcat, Fox, Coyote Gland, doesn't matter. Any one of the three, along with a good urine. And you should be using more post type, urine post type sets at that time of the year. Food is still on their mind, but it's not a huge priority. They've got other things they're thinking about. So you need to look more to those type of lures and baits and such. Then for you guys doing animal damage control, as we work out of that period and into the den time, you're still with your gland lures and your urines. And then as the puppies are born and they start getting big enough to go on road trips, then you need to start looking more towards single base baits ingredients. Just one smell, and that's it. Guys, I know this was kind of a short little deal, and I know some of y'all probably have a whole lot of questions, and just leave them down in the comments below. I'll answer them just as quick as I possibly can for you. Still fighting this sore throat, guys, trying to get over all this crap. Can't seem to get in anywhere to get any relief. But I sure do appreciate y'all watching, and I appreciate y'all tuning in and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that button's just right there. Just go ahead and push it. It doesn't cost you a dime. Hit that thumbs up for me if you would. That lets YouTube know that you enjoy this kind of content, and it helps not only my channel but all outdoor channels as well. That helps them, let them know that you're enjoying this kind of content. Until next time, guys, this is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.